put your on. You think you the shit, shots fired. Bang, bang, she faded. Bang, bang, she faded. Bang, bang, she faded. Shots fired. Ow!
Okay, well, stream intro doesn't want to play again because it's being dumb, I guess. But, hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Faith Eliminatus. Welcome, as always, to the pre-stream of the episode. This one is, again, an episode that I've seen. It is the last leaked episode that I watched, though. So, for me, after this, I know nothing, and I want to keep it that way. I don't want any spoilers. I don't want to know shit about shit when it comes to future episodes. I just want to watch it in real time with the rest of you guys, and hopefully you guys feel the same way, that you guys just kind of want to chill, vibe out, and watch the episodes as they come out. As always, the episode will start at 11:30, and yeah. That's what the countdown clock in the top right-hand corner is for. We started a little bit early. We started like 12 minutes, 13 minutes early, but I just figured I might as well. I should probably turn off my fan too. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Let me see if you guys can hear that. Hang on. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Is it fine? What if I put the mic up here and then angle it back down towards me? Is it still fine? Because if it's fine, goddamn, it gets so hot with that fan off in this room. So if it's actually fine, let me know, because that would be so great. But yeah. I have a feeling this episode will be worth it. I thought this episode was good. I don't agree with the characterization in some parts, but overall I still feel like it's good. I can't read that Russian, so I'm just gonna assume that says Suka Black. So I see Suka, I think. C-Y-K-A. I don't speak Russian, so. This is the last season. I wish they could keep it going. I mean, yeah, it's the last season, but it's only going to be like... We've had hiatuses as long as the break between G4 and G5 are going to be. So, is it going to be a long hiatus? Yes, but we're hopefully going to get an even better show because personally, I didn't like how it was these last few episodes or seasons. Like, I didn't like them that much. I'll be honest. Like, they were not that great for me. Personally, at least, you know? But until the episode, we're just gonna be, you know, hanging out, doing all kinds of stuff, talking to the chat, talking about the past episodes. The cheerleading episode was still a mad episode. I don't like the characterization of a lot of these characters, and I don't like the plots of a lot of these episodes, because a lot of them at this point are rehashing with the Pinky episode, the Pinky and Cheese episode, where she's like, oh, I need to figure out my life's purpose. You already did that. You did the same thing last time with Cheese Sandwich specifically, so it really just, I don't know, it felt hollow. It felt a lot of... It felt unnecessary, I guess, it's my main issue. Because it's something that we've literally done before already. Can he get out for that side? Sorry, mate. Had to do it to you. But, I mean, like, I don't know. The episode, this season in and of itself hasn't been like complete trash or something. I don't want it to sound like that. I just don't feel the same about the show as I did before. Like, I felt like it was a lot better before. And maybe that's rose-tinted glasses. Maybe if we actually all went back and rewatched all those old episodes and seasons, we'd find that in reality it wasn't any better, worse. But I feel like at the very least, the songs in the earlier seasons were a lot better. 'Cause I can't even really remember too many songs from recent seasons, if I'm honest. Like, is the music even playing? There we go. I really want Tempest to appear in season 9. Well, she's been mentioned at the very least, so she's been mentioned here and there, but she just hasn't, you know, been part of the series. And I think that's just because they want to keep the MLP movie canon separate from the show canon. So, I mean, I would love for Tempest to be in there. Don't get me wrong, because Tempest is one of my favorite characters personally, so. But the likelihood of that happening is just non-existent, really. There's no real chance that they'd ever actually go through with that. Which just kind of sucks, because it does mean we'll never get really any more Tempest development, because G4 is ending, and I doubt they are going to make a movie that ties in G4 to G5 from what I know. So maybe we'll see something with Tempest again, but I really doubt that they'll bring her back up. I'm not even sure how they're going to tie the two series together. Sit down, noob. Oh boy. But yeah, I mean, that's just my opinion personally, so I don't know what you guys think. I don't know. Only a few minutes until we would normally start. So let's see how many kiddos get in here for this one. Because again, with the leaks, this episode has been out there for so many months now, or so many weeks. Like, it's a little bit annoying. Personally, I enjoy the wait. I enjoy the seeing it, like, you know, once a week, at least for MLP. Now, if it's pretty much any other show, I just want it to air back to back, especially with anime, who it's notorious for inconsistent airings, at least for dub. You always have dub be delayed for like another week or 2 weeks, and dub won't even start sometimes until after the other one's finished completely in in Japanese. And so it's very weird, you know. Japan doesn't like to leak their stuff, but they have no problem just tossing our shit around constantly. Just 10 more episodes to go? Yeah, I think so. If this is episode 15 or 16, then yeah, there's only 10 more. Which is kind of, you know, a little bit sad because that's 10 episodes and then 10 years, or 10 episodes and then like a year and a half to 2 years of waiting for the next thing. Do you think that Twilight will have a final coronation in the series? I think so. Because they have to wrap it up. And they've already kept on teasing this. Oh, you're going to be rulers of Equestria when we're gone. So I think that is the route that they're going to go. That Twilight will have like some sort of final coronation ceremony. And it makes sense. I don't like the way that they're doing it, but I like the idea of what they're doing here. With the princesses being like, okay, time for us to fucking go away. We've had our fun. We just want to relax now. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, I forgot to put my phone on mute. Ooh, says Creeper. Oi, Mary Shan. I don't know what you mean by oi. There are a lot of changes though in G5 without getting into spoilers that may turn some people who were originally into the show off, such as the fact that they're now aiming for more like teenagers and young adults. Like, think of pretty much what Steven Universe caters to, as in like the age demographics, and that's essentially what MLP has stated, at least in their emails. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Fuck! He's double shotgunning. He actually is, yeah. I don't understand the need to change Earth ponies into unicorns or to change unicorns into Pegasus and such. Well, people forget that the original cast of G4 were not all those same races. Those were also changed. So your argument for the characters that you fell in love with could be applied to them in their initial conception. Sorry, it's getting some water. Yeah, I would have had him. I totally would have had him easily, but it could be applied to just about, you know, any group or any character in the main six and a lot of the other background characters. So I would give it a chance. Look, I've never been married to these characters being these exact specific races, as in like them being Pegasi and Earth ponies and stuff like that. If they want to change the characters for a new generation, that's perfectly fine, because they did it last time and it turned out great. So I feel like them doing it again would still be great. And they're not going, the most drastic change is probably the fact that Twilight might not be a unicorn. And I mean, I think it's fine to say this because it's like a year and a half to 2 years. He'll forget that I said this on stream probably. But I think that's the most drastic of changes. Because Pinkie Pie being a Pegasus, that doesn't change a whole lot, really. So, but Twilight is literally supposed to be the element of magic. So it's a little different there. Of course, she's always been a Mary Sue with how she uses magic, so it's not really too much loss. True, but I think the G2 and G3 incarnations were as established as their respective forms. The fans fall as hard in love with G2 and G3 versions as G4. Yeah. The whole reason why MLP is still around is because of how much fans loved it. Like, we may think because we have the fandom and stuff that, like, I guess like G4 or G3 and 2 must have had no fan base, but in reality it was just that the audience that they started catering to had more disposable income. Like, these events weren't made by Hasbro, these events were made by the fans. Kids usually aren't gonna have the means to organize and set up convention centers and have all this stuff that you're used to seeing in a con. So it makes sense that it's more visible. It's easier to see that the fandom is large versus back then when everyone was largely separated. There was no gathering of MLP fans on the scales that we know of today. Do you think Grogar will make Twilight EFO and work for him? No. Oh shit, I forgot. I went to build because I was like, okay, yeah, I'll just build right here and then kill him, and forgot you can't build in this mode or in this area of the town. Yeah, like why would MLP, the story, like the show known for overly simplistic oh my god, my aim there. Like, they're not gonna make it so that Twilight loses in the end and just becomes evil and that's how the show ends. Like, there's no conceivable way that that would ever happen. Fuck, he's... Damn.
As a mom, I know how hard it is to keep up with school, sports, drama, and so much more. I've made it a priority to prepare my children so that they can make sure they have their necessary vaccinations.
Vaccinations are safe and can protect your children from rare but
There we go, easy peasy. Maybe the comic?
So make sure your
Yeah, the comic does actually have some interesting storylines, or at least it did. I don't know how much so now. But I know there were a few concepts that I found interesting, like how they handle the turning of Nightmare Moon, how they made it like an actual entity like Venom that took over Luna, and how it can take over other people, and that's why, and that it was actually the way that she turned was a little bit different too, and it made a lot more sense. It was a lot more dramatic, and I enjoyed it more. Ah, fuck. He's not too good at this. Yeah, not too good at all at this. By the way, about an hour on the clock here. What next eps on this stream? This one is the Trivial Pursuit. This is the, I guess you could say it's a Twi-Pie episode, I think. Those are the two main characters, I would say. So I would say calling it a Twi-Pie episode isn't necessarily wrong. Well, this came out in the leaks, but if you're American, technically this hasn't aired for you. If you're American or Canadian or pretty much anywhere else besides China, this has not aired for you yet. So it is new in a sense, for us. But yeah, a lot of people have seen it already. I've seen it already. However, this is the last of the leaked episodes that I've seen personally. By the way, guys, let me know if the fan is, like, you can hear the fan in the background, because I listened to the stream and I couldn't hear it. But I feel like you would be able to, right? Am I just bugging, or? Friendship is Magic is the only show left, in my opinion, that has no mild language. Why would that matter? I think we value very different things if that's something that you consider like a selling point, I guess. Because to me personally, I don't really care. Also, Steven Universe has no mild language at all. Fact, OKKO didn't have any mild language. Most of the shows have no mild language. Like, what language are you considering mild language? You're gonna have to explain that a bit. Okay, cool. Because goddamn is it hot in this room without like a fan on. I don't know how it's gonna be in the new studio that I'm setting up at a completely different place, but hopefully it's got better ventilation than this. At least cooling, I mean, because God, it is a sauna. Twi-Pie is shipped from fandom. I mean, you know, there are some things that they do in this episode that I think are pretty cheeky regarding that exact concept that you just said. And I'm sure the chat will point it out. I'm sure my clicking, even though I just realized I have these O-rings on to make the clicking less noticeable. I forgot I even bought them. That's how little they actually do to stop the click of a mechanical keyboard. My WASD keys. I'm sure my clicking though is probably louder than anything else. Did you hear about My Little Pony Crunchy Girls holiday special that's going to be happening? No. What holiday? When? Because there's no holidays coming up, to my knowledge, right? What is coming up? It's the 8th? I guess Halloween in 2 months? Holy shit, Halloween is in 2 months. God. Actually, my birthday's in a few days now that I think about it. I I forgot. My birthday's in a few days. I should probably do something. It's okay. I guess I'm buying a house for my birthday. That's my gift to myself, I guess. It's a Christmas special, so it will be in like 4 months. Or this September, okay. Like the D word and H word? Dude, if you're saying like D word and H word, I am not the streamer to be watching. If damn and hell are things that you find offensive, I am fair warning, not the YouTuber or streamer for you. I am not Ninja. I use coarse language and edgy jokes. It's just how I naturally talk. Damn. Hey, Melimus, in your opinion, will Twitch survive without Ninja? Yes. However, I will say that I started a Mixer channel too, and when I get the new studio all set up, I will be streaming to Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube on a regular basis, as well as making more videos on Amino, because if they want creators to keep on making videos on their platform, I don't know how much I can say, but I can say they are definitely doing it right, because I have never felt more inspired to work on a website that's not YouTube for videos. What is this guy doing? What is this clown doing? Oh, well, I guess he is running from the circle because I did not realize it was right there. Can I 1v1 you? I don't really 1v1. It could be a Halloween special. I doubt it if it's airing in September because that's after Halloween. And typically with Halloween specials, they do try to get them actually on the right date. Or at least a little bit before. With holiday specials, it's always before the date, but never really after. Okay. So if it's Halloween, it wouldn't air in September, and if it's Christmas, it wouldn't usually air in like January. It's how it would work. What is this scrub doing? I want to just dive him, but... Oh my god! I froze for just a second. Everyone's just towering up. It's so boring when they do that. Look at that. They're all just going from one hill to the other and then building a tower. Oh my god. There we go. That's Elise. Fuck. $33. Hey, Malimus, have you ever played Super Mario Odyssey? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really play a lot of Nintendo games, if I'm honest. Ah, he just barely saved himself. Oh, shit. I think he's still up top. See, this is so... I can't knock him down, unfortunately. Because of how he is. But I can bait him into trying to attack the tower while I'm not there. About 40 minutes on the clock, by the way, until this kind of new, not really new episode. I don't know where they necessarily are. It's kind of annoying. Literally only 3 people left. Have you seen My Hero Academia? Yes, I've seen all of it, plus the movies. Movie. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed a lot of it. I'm watching right now Dr. Stone, Demon Slayer, Copcraft. Oh. What is he doing? Whoa, whoa! Why would he just rush me like that? Where'd they all go? No way that missed. Why is this a scrim right now? Why is everyone boxing up? Oh, that was close. I don't have any jump pads is the problem. There we go, 8 kills, easy peasy. Bunch of scrubs. Hit him with that weeb shit. Hey Malimus, you think Grogar will die in the final episode? I don't know. MLP has sometimes subtly killed people, but then brought him back, like with Sombra, who we were pretty sure they killed because he like shattered him. But then there's also like the Storm King, who literally was part of a suicide murder pact. So I don't know if he's coming back, because technically his skull is like fractured all over the place. But I could easily see where they like rebuild his statue somehow with magic and have him survive like that. But I don't foresee Grogar like dying. I foresee him being locked in Tartarus again. You think Sunset Shimmer will be in the MLP series finale? I would love to, but the creators have all said that they're keeping EQG and the MLP show separate so that they can do different things. And so I guess if that's the case, I don't foresee them ever really mixing. As much as I would love to see that, I would really love to see Shimmer inside the normal episodes, but that's just unlikely to happen. He is technically the final villain because there's no season after this, so he is literally the villain to end all villains in this instance. The final boss, yeah. That's what they should change the MLP theme music to, like some final boss music. Yeah, a true character death is rare. It was with Sombra at first, and then it's, I don't know. It's like they just bring back a lot of people. Is one of the main issues, and it's like with Dragon Ball Z, where death loses its impact. It loses what it's supposed to be. There is no consequence to dying. You can just fight normally. In the spirit world, you can even get stronger. There doesn't feel to be really any consequence to failure and what have you. The only time there was consequence was like in that the Universal Tournament, where entire universes were wiped, which includes like the afterlife. However, normally there's no like consequence. This comes in so handy late games. 33 minutes on clock here, guys. So about an episode's worth. We'll probably, well, as always, we'll stop a little bit early just to make sure everything is ready to go. I hate when they bring brutes into this. Oh, I'm fucked here. Oh! No! I couldn't, it didn't cock soon enough. GG's. The Storm King is never coming back. I would think not. However, remnants of the Storm King is mentioned, which is the thing. Sometimes they mention, you know, the movie characters, but I don't think they've ever actually mentioned Shimmer in the show. You know which show was the worst about dead characters never staying dead? Gotham? The live action Netflix one? Because I've actually thought about watching that. The problem with Netflix series is, and other series like that, is that I watch them, I get invested, I like what I see, and then for some reason I just never come back to finish it. Like with Titans, and Flash, Arrow, Daredevil, all those things, I like them. I genuinely enjoyed them, and I still did not have enough will to come back and watch it, and I wish I knew why, because that would be so valuable to other shows moving forward, is to figure out why. Is it the accessibility? Because one thing I never thought I would watch is like the Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy, like those animated series, but I'm watching those because Marvel has a YouTube channel in which they put the full episodes up in a row and completed seasons. And so whenever I'm on a break or whenever I'm just relaxing, I actually watch those. And those are shows that I think are okay, but I'd never go out of my way to watch them. But they're content that I know I can easily access on YouTube, a platform I'm already using. But with Netflix, I have to load up Netflix, I have to go to Netflix's site, I have to sign in or whatever because I don't use it often. And maybe that's why. If you have to go out of your way to see it. And that's also an issue with MLP because of the way that MLP is done. I have to pay like $80, $90 just to watch the show, just so I can stream it to you guys, because they kept on moving it further and further up on packages and specialty deals. And I think that's the thing. The accessibility is a factor that definitely kills shows and probably killed my desire. So I guess I did just figure it out right there just talking about it. It's the accessibility. They just need to make their shows more accessible to people. Where were you last week? I streamed. I streamed late, or at least I started late. But I did stream. I wasn't sure I was going to stream, but like I ended up streaming. I think I tweeted out saying that there would be no stream. So that's my bad if you missed it because of that tweet. I shouldn't have sent that. But I was not planning on streaming because I was up until like 5 a.m. I knew it was a leaked episode, so I knew we would have lower viewership, that there would be fewer people who would need to view it through me or whatever. So I figured I could take a week off essentially. But I ended up waking up at that time anyways, because that's just the time that I wake up at now. And yeah, I started streaming. But yeah, I apologize if you were one of the people who saw that tweet and was like, okay, well, guess rip. Do you hate any ponies? I don't like Twilight. I don't like Pinky at all. I'm struggling to find ones that I legitimately hate. but I think those two would be the main ones. I've gone on in length about Twilight being a Mary Sue, and Pinky is just not a good friend. We've had back-to-back content about how Pinky doesn't really take her friends' feelings into account when doing stuff, like with Sunset Shimmer, with this episode with Twilight. It just shows that she's immature and not really fit to be the best of friends. What do you think about the upcoming G5? I'm excited, man. Like I'm legitimately excited. I haven't been this excited for a show that I won't even see for a few years, since like Villainous and Infinity Train, which I still have not watched. I need to watch it because it looks based as fuck and I want to see it, but again, I just haven't had any like real motivation to go watch it yet. I need to just sit down and watch some of these shows and start writing out stuff, my thoughts, and actually doing content again. I'm planning to do that when I move into the studio and start all that stuff up. Hopefully I can get back into the old like 2013 groove and everything will be copacetic, but you know, no one came here this time around. That's disappointing. You won't think anymore. If Rainbow Road Trip is a sign that MLP G5, what? No, why would you think Rainbow Road Trip? Those aren't even the correct designs. Rainbow Road Trip was boring. I hated that. It had no conflict. It had no real interesting story. I didn't like it at all. I haven't seen the movie. Has the movie come out? So I'm pretty sure it hasn't. Yeah, it was delayed. I think the redesign looked god-awful, as most people did. And I think they could have done a lot better. And obviously they saw the fan outrage, and it was enough to the point where they actually decided, which is rare. No! What the fuck, dude? I saw him. I didn't think he was gonna land. I would have had the kill. You know, Starlight could be the next Alicorn Princess. She's definitely OP. She's a lovable character, I would say. I don't see her becoming a princess anytime soon. As always, by the way, guys, we do stream the actual episode itself on the Molimus Theater Twitch. So if you're not on the Twitch, you don't need an account. You don't need anything. You can use your ad blocker. We don't get paid by those ads. We have no control over those ads on Twitch. You can go to the Twitch page and watch the episode if it's there. It should be in the description, the second link, because I know it automatically puts its multi-streaming link. But that's where we go, because YouTube will just keep on blocking it, even if it's not being claimed by anyone. It's very annoying. So if you guys want, I would recommend going there. But we still have a few minutes here, about 24 minutes on the clock still until the new episode kicks in. I also wanted Rainbow Dash to be an Alicorn Princess. Why? She hasn't really done anything to deserve that. She barely sticks to being loyal. She's more... I know they keep on... that was the thing back in the day. It would be, instead of her being loyalty, it would be honesty. They kind of would always switch it up. Like, Applejack was supposed to be the honest one. However, it would be more loyalty that she protrudes. And Rainbow Dash is supposed to be loyal. However, it's more honesty that she embodies. I don't know. It seems Infinity Train is good. They could have done more. Well, I know it was really hype. Like, people were really rallying to get that thing actually out. Like, people, when the trailer dropped, it wasn't confirmed that it would ever come out. It was just the I believe they had like a competition of sorts where it was like, fuck, am I dead here? I might be dead here. Where it was you could get your show trailer like aired or whatever by them, and the fans would vote on shows that they wanted to see, and I think that's what it was that they were doing, but I could be completely wrong there. That's what I remember, at least. I'm glad you They're messing up the characters because the plot demands it. Absolutely. That is exactly what they're doing. Damn it. Woo! Yeah, he should feel embarrassed that he just got wrecked like that. Feel embarrassed, son. What did you think of last week's episode? I thought it was boring too, and I didn't think the characterization of Rainbow Dash was good. However, I thought the cheerleading outfits, at least the original ones, were super cute on those two. I forgot their names already, but whatever they were, they looked adorable in the outfits. But the outfits alone are not enough to make a good episode. How would you react if ponies turned lesbian in G5? I would be happy. I wouldn't care. As long as it was a good story. I mean, I'm fine with it. Like, I have nothing against lesbian or gay stories. Sometimes I'll seek out stuff because they are that, because they are different. So I'd be perfectly fine with it. In fact, if they do it right, I'm not gonna say that I want them to do it, but if they do it right, then I would love to see it be done. Because even in OKKO, I believe they have the black girl with the purple hair. I believe she's just an open lesbian from the scenes that I've seen. So, and it seems really natural, and how it's done, it doesn't feel like it's beating it over the head, or that it's holding it up as if it's this, like, I don't know, weird thing that's needs to be gawked at or something. Woo, subscribers. Roxy for the subscription. Uh, 19 minutes on the clock here. Go ahead and finish this out. And then I'll go ahead and switch over to just streaming on the Twitch side. And we can go ahead and watch the quote-unquote new episode. I know it's not new, I know, but it's new for America, I guess you can say. And that's pretty good. Do you think Spike will return to his giant state in season 9? Maybe, because that's as Smolder pointed out, that's different. That's greed-induced bigness, is what they called it. The Gib. And so he's progressing naturally into his, I guess, adulthood. He is like whatever age he was in the show, which was like probably like, I don't know, 12 or something. It's been another. What is this kid doing? Whoa. I can't believe I almost died there. My gun would not switch. The breakup breakdown showed us the differences between platonic love, i.e. Sweetie Belle, romantic love, Sugar Belle, and sex, the skeleton girl, homosexual love. Which one is it? AI, koi. Shown in AI, I think is romantic, but don't quote me on that. Or Shochu AI, I think it is. I can't remember. Thanks for the follow, fam. But yeah, I see what you mean, but I don't think MLP has ever. It shouldn't be you have to read into it. That's where me and a lot of analysis people and the fandom and stuff disagree on. If I have to go through all this subtext to be able to glean that this is talking about a specific type of relationship or a relationship, and it's not something that your targeted audience can understand, and they need to have it translated for them or explained to them, then you as an artist have failed at reaching your targeted demographic. You can make it as pseudo-intellectual as you want, but if your core audience can't understand it, then all you did was waste time. To me, at least. Woo! Oh, he's spicy. He went for it and missed every shot. Shit. Now they're both boxing up. Oh. What an idiot. What? Who built this? 15 minutes on the clock. Again, this will probably be the last game, and then we'll go ahead and switch primarily just to the Twitch side. So if you're not on the Twitch side, you don't need an account, like I said, but if you want to follow us, go ahead. Ooh, I didn't realize my mats were so low. Ah! How was I missing? Oh, no, more. I'm running out of materials and everything. It's not very nice. Everyone loved the live action Aladdin. I haven't seen it, but I don't think it's probably as bad as people want to say it is. I don't have mats for this. Oh, what? No, Cortana, go away. Fuck! I'm gonna die because of Cortana. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. I need to just turn off Cortana. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and stop streaming for just a 2 seconds here as we switch over to just the Twitch side as well. It's just on the, it should be in the description. If it's not, for some reason, you just go to the channel. It's just gonna be linked right there on the sidebar. It's twitchtv.com/Moliminous Theater. It should be super easy to find if it's for some reason not there. But as always guys, it's been great. If you are only sticking around for just the YouTube side of stuff, you know, that's fine. But yeah, it's right there in the description, the second link of the description. Moliminous, www.twitchtv.com/Moliminous Theater. I'll even put it in the chat for you guys. We'll be right back.